Guys, welcome back to another episode of Bar Shifts and Bullshit. I'm your host, Jay Bird, and Lily Lavender's here to put in her 2 cents on a new episode. So this one's going to be a little different than what we usually talk about. This episode is what's good for the body is good for the soul. Uh, uh, we're kind of we were discussing a little bit earlier about personal health and mental health and different things that we could do to better your lives through a longer term, workload. If you bartend or serve for a living, naturally you're kind of built for nightlife. We kind of discussed this. Nightlife kind of takes a toll on the body, especially you're missing your certain essentials like a certain amount of sunlight.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So for those of you guys that are actually making it onto the lake, I'm jealous. You suck on a lot of different levels. But you know, but we wanted to kind of discuss different things that kind of help, whether it be physically or spiritually or mentally, on different things. Just trying to keep your head in the game and stay focused on what's going
Mm-hmm.
on.
So one thing I've noticed is some people are working long hours. Sometimes they have to work a double, and doubles in the restaurant industry can consist of anywhere from like 10 to 16 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I've been working a lot of doubles lately, and one thing I lack, it's not the sunlight for right now, but it is eating.
Oh, eating. Yeah.
Yes, because I'm not used to eating in the morning. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'm
Mm-hmm.
extremely hungry, but I have to get moving in order to get hungry.
All right.
So for most part, I don't eat before going into work if I work in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Well, honestly, so what? I'm almost the same way. I am a big fan of breakfast. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's important to me. But what has been helping me is like the 30 30 30 rule.
Uh huh.
So you wake up 30 minutes. Like you wake up and within 30 minutes um, you drink water.
Uh huh.
30 minutes within water, you eat 30 minutes after that.
Mm-hmm.
And then 30 minutes after that, you shower.
Uh-huh.
Supposed to be a cold shower. But that's supposed to be like the recipe for it's like a mental state. Um, you're feeling healthy, your body's already in motion, everything's working, you're hydrated,
mm-hmm.
and that cold shower
It's
actually
like shocking the
it
body.
shocks the body into
Mm-hmm.
working. So, like, and if you're not a big fan of cold showers, it does suck. Which it's been so freaking hot, even my cold showers feel warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like our reservoir is like getting constant heat. So even my cold showers ain't really that cold, but it does help. And it's a hard habit to get into, and it
Mm-hmm.
takes 30 days minimum to make a good habit. But if you
Yeah.
can get in those, you tend to eat less throughout the day, eat less garbage throughout the day if you already have
Yeah.
your breakfast plan. So the 30-30 rule has definitely been helping me on that front.
Yeah, because by the time we're able to eat after our first shift, I'm starving by that point. So I'm willing to eat like everything in sight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's another thing too is like if you work in a restaurant setting, even I work in a fine dining restaurant setting, and I still
Mm-hmm.
eat garbage food.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's easy to get a hold of. It's easy to steal.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and those of you that know, like it's easy to just kind of sneak in there and like in the damn walk-in and like snack something real quick and then go back to
Mm-hmm.
work.
Oh yeah.
So stealing unhealthy foods and stuff, it's better if you're really really good at meal prepping. I definitely recommend doing
I
that.
do too.
I'm not good at it.
Mm-hmm.
The 30-30 thing helps me a lot because I can budget for an hour and a half of my day.
Yeah.
Like that's nothing. We budget that like weekly.
Yeah.
So that's some like helpful tips. I've recently decided to stop doing pork on my diet
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of different reasons. I love pork. I love like sausage, bacon, all that good stuff. Everything
Yeah.
great in life comes out of it, and we were discussing the salt and sodium
Mm-hmm.
that goes into it.
Yeah. It's definitely unhealthy. Um, well, one thing that I do is my coffee. My coffee habit is bad.
Mine is too,
Yeah.
and I think anybody in our industry usually are usually caffeine addicts.
Yes.
But
Well, the thing with me is because I'm ADD, I'm coffee has the opposite effect on me. So it relaxes me and calms me, and that's
same.
what I need when I first wake up because otherwise my mind is racing. I'm ready to go,
Yeah.
but I just need to calm down a
When
bit.
you're kind of ADD like me, to where you have 1,000 things that you need to get done,
Yes.
and you you play it all out in your head, and then it's so overwhelming that you don't get any of it. Yeah,
Exactly.
like it is. So that one coffee routine just kind of sets the tone for like, okay, this is the next thing I need to do. Yeah, like even this morning we were talking about having to record, and we talked about 20 other things well before we even got here this morning. So, like it is an ADD habit.
It is. It gets difficult, but you figure out what works for you and what sets the tone for the rest of the day and how you're going to plan things out.
Yeah.
But as long as you have like a plan to, I guess, a plan of attack.
Yeah. Well, honestly, here's a little bit different. So I just came back from out of state. My whole diet when I was gone for a week was nothing but fresh fruits in the morning, like fresh fruits, like apples, oranges, and bananas for like potassium reasons and all that stuff. That was it. And for majority of the day, that was it. And then I would eat like I ate cheap because I want a tight budget, so I went and got those freaking charcuterie trays.
And
that's how I got my protein throughout the day.
Yeah.
Not so like apples, I've heard like helps boosting testosterone for you men out there. Like if you need like that extra amp, helps with testosterone. Potassium helps with all cramps and stuff because I'm athletic. Like I'm out doing stuff.
Yeah.
So these are the essentials that I need throughout my day. Yeah. And the protein helps with everything else. You don't get a large source of protein out of it, but you get enough that makes up for the body deficit. So I'll probably jump back on that. Like I felt so good. As much crap was going on that week, I'll probably jump back onto that here at home that way because it made me feel great.
Yeah.
So and the first thing I did when I got home was start eating garbage again.
Oh yeah. So. Well, I know that like a lot of people reach for soda when they're working, and I get it. We do need that sugar.
Sometimes. And limited amounts.
Exactly. But for me, my best bet is water with lemon and lime slices in there.
I did that yesterday. And I started. This was not the problem, but this is so I was eating garbage all day, and here's what lemon water and lime water will do for you, is it'll break down all that shit that's in your stomach.
Yes, it does.
So like for about an hour, I would drink like a whole pint or 2 pints of like lemon water. And that shit would like break down. You could feel it breaking down.
You can. Well, I mean, that's not the only benefit. Like, it also helps you retain water so you don't get dehydrated.
Right.
And that's what we need right now because fuck this 90-degree weather. It's fucking hot.
No joke. And not only that, like, I'd feel bloated for about 5 minutes and then like it would just dissipate. So
that's it. And so like the fruit infused waters, they're really good for you. On top of that, like it gives you that juice aspect where you're reaching for something with flavor. So I'll do cucumber and lime or cucumber and lemon. You can throw in a strawberry in there if you've got them, or blueberries.
Well, I'm a bored eater. So if I'm bored and absolutely doing nothing, I'll look for something to eat instead.
Yeah.
So muddling fruit and doing all this other stuff and like using those as healthy replacements definitely make it easier to survive the day rather than just eating garbage because I'm older now and where if I eat like a plate full of fries or if I eat anything with a lot of cheese and stuff on it, I'll feel like shit.
Yeah. See, I'm learning that I have to stay away from carbs.
Yeah.
They kill me.
Breads.
Yeah.
Breads fuck me up.
Breads, fries, oh my god. But like one thing that I love eating when I first come into work is our house-made potato chips with guacamole.
Yeah.
That's my go-to, but I suffer.
Guacamole is good. Not bad for you because it's got a lot of really good trans fats.
Yes.
It's the chips that's fucking good.
Chips.
So like if you get like real like
avocados
like if you were to get the real tortilla chips, like the real ones, those are those don't hurt me near as bad as like y'all's chips. But it's the starches and the carbs in those chips.
Yeah, they kill me. But like we tend to eat real shitty when we're working. Yeah. And then like if you're lucky enough that you work for a place that has employee meals, like it's really not that healthy for you. Right. You gotta pick and choose what you can eat. So I'll do like a salad or I'll do a burger with no patty or no bun. Don't give me fries. I'll get a side salad.
Yeah.
or like we have corn dogs, take the breading off, even though the hot dog's not good for you, but still at least it's better without
It's
the breading.
yeah. Well, yeah, like all that. Yeah, all of it's pretty bad. Like either way you
Yeah.
slice it, but
You
just
also,
making that leap into some healthier choices.
yeah, well, because you also have to take in consideration that the shittier you're eating, how much havoc that's going to play on your entire mindset, because it doesn't just make you tired,
Mm-hmm.
but it also does nothing for your brain.
Right, or your body.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's why I took the pork out, because we were discussing earlier today that
Mm-hmm.
like even biblically, it's told not to eat pork,
Yeah, it's not healthy.
and for good reasons. And and if you were able to really break it down why you're not supposed to eat pork, and I love, like I said, I love pork.
I love pork too.
Yeah. But you ever actually watch a lifestyle of swine? They eat everything.
Yeah.
Like they eat garbage, they eat feces, they eat everything. Not to mention, like in today's time, they're all stressed, so it causes the body to break down.
Mm-hmm.
And then as the body breaks down, it starts to deteriorate. So we're eating all of that trash,
Yeah,
like as it's being processed. So if you, I'm not saying that it's going to change your life by taking it out of your diet. I'm just saying that this is something I'm going to try, and I'll let you guys know in a few weeks and see how I feel about it. But honestly, I'm gonna take that out of my diet. I'm still gonna keep beef and like lean meats and stuff like that, and not go too crazy with it, because I am a carnivore at heart.
Yeah, me too.
But honestly, there's a lot of things throughout history that tells you that like swine's really not good for you. So I'm gonna try that and see where that goes. But like, and another thing I wanted to kind of hit on was like spiritual and mental health. Not for some people that are religious, that's great. I'm not hating on it by any means. We actually have a mutual friend. No matter what her lifestyle is, no matter what's going on throughout the week, she still makes the church on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I've got mad respect and mad props for somebody
too.
that can hold the something. But that's mentally cleansing. Like that's important to be able to like take some time to breathe and to acknowledge something that's greater in life than yourself.
And it resets your mindset.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and this job, this lifestyle gets redundant really fast.
It does. And things that are like that can take a toll on you.
Yeah, absolutely. Like just like erosion, anything out there, you're just getting beaten to death. Eventually, you'll break if you don't have something to kind of keep you grounded. And I think taking that extra time to like study and like if you're religious, if you pray and you take that time to like acknowledge that there's other stuff that needs to be like, you know, that needs attention in your life, it helps like mentally motivate yourself for a better lifestyle.
It really does.
And for me, so like you and I both do this at least twice or 3 times a year. We give blood. Yeah. We donate, and I think that's very essential. Not necessarily for what you're doing, but it's good. Like for me, it's mentally. It helps me mentally to know that I've done something good for something else. Or like whatever cause it may be. I feel better about my day if I like donated some time to something else. So, so honestly, charity work, taking some time for somebody else and like giving attention to where it's needed, I think that's very essential, and I think that's good for the soul too.
It is definitely good for the soul. There's a lot of things that people could do. Like we work out, we exercise. That helps reset your mindset also and your entire body.
Yeah.
Like I have a son that's getting ready to go into the military, and he wants to start incorporating things into his way of life. You know, exercising, lifting weights, and whatnot. And what it takes is dedication.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But you have to have that motivation to do that, and usually the people around us is what motivates us to do things and get things done. So just taking a look at also the people that you have in your life, the people that you keep around you normally, not just, you know, because nightlife, what we work in, we all go out, we all have that set of friends that we party with and drink with, you know.
But start breaking that stuff down too. Like you and I, we're always up at the crack of dawn. No matter how late we work, we're not in bed past 9:30.
No.
And granted, that says a lot since we're up till like 2. You know, so no matter what, we're usually up at like early in the morning.
Yeah.
But start breaking these guys' lifestyle down. I'm not saying that they're bad people.
No.
What I'm saying is that if they sleep till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right before work, their life is work.
Yep, that's it.
which that's not healthy.
No.
And there's nothing to do past 3 at night, so why stay up? Why stay up till 5?
Mm-hmm.
So this is my mindset about it. So get off work, whether it be 12:30, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, go straight and like shower, go straight to bed, wake up early in the morning, and you can attack your day in a different way.
Yeah, and there's apps out there for people who are very cell phone savvy.
Yeah.
Just download the app and it helps you like create goals or set goals just for a day to day. You can even do goals for like a week out or for a month out, whatever, however you want to choose to live your life or how you want to rearrange your life.
Yeah.
I like the daily habits one because it helps me get my kids organized.
Yeah.
And then go to work.
Well, you have a whole tribe.
I do.
So you got a whole lot more chaos to like organize every single day. Which my hat's off to you, but I don't have to anymore. My youngins are grown, pretty much. They're pretty much done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my son, he's in his teens and stuff, but like we've got some habits we got to still work out.
And I still have children in each age group.
I know how you do. I'm saying like the thought of having more kids is like, oh man, like I'll never sleep again. Which I feel that way already, so I can't imagine throwing another baby in the mix.
And that's just your own lifestyle.
Yeah, and that's my lifestyle. There's nothing bad about having babies. If you're born to have youngins or whatever, that's great. I'm not. Not anymore.
So with all of this, you have to know what you can handle.
Yeah. This is a good way to find out your limits, too.
Yes, it is. Like, I have friends who don't go out all that often. If they drink, they'd rather drink at home because they don't have to drive anywhere. And then so they only have those friends that they go and get nails done with, or they go and have a dinner with, or something like that. And it's good to be like that. Like everything is great in moderation. You just have to have your own self-control. You have to know your own limits.
Yeah. Well, and know your limits and try not to pick up on bad habits and stuff. Like, there's sometimes, and I'm no different. Where we get on these benders where we'll drink 7 days in a week, and just go hog wild every single night. You're drinking, and then the next morning you just kind of wake up, go to work.
Yeah.
But at some point in that, especially for me, I'll get in these because alcohol's a downer. Over a period of time, I'll start to like really hate life.
Yeah.
Because I've not done anything to replenish my body or my mental status. So if you don't take that extra time to like work on yourself, you and I are very business oriented or very business driven. So we have different hobbies outside of this, where like that keeps us grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we work on different investments. I know you play the stock market and you keep your ties there. You read a lot, which I'm jealous of because I can't sit down and just read. But these are all different things that help mental stability.
Yes.
So taking care of your mental health is just as important as taking care of your physical one.
And I've noticed with myself, as long as there's like 1 day a week during the summer, spring, or fall that I can dedicate to touching the water.
Oh, yeah.
I just need to get my feet in, just feel the water somewhere, like anywhere. I just need the water. That helps rejuvenate my entire soul.
See, weirdly enough, it's sunlight for me. But it's not just sunlight. It's not like just walking outside and feeling it. Which in the morning, like I have a porch, like I have a patio deck. So like if I go outside and feel it, I feel better. But if my thing is like if I run, not in like fucking humid as 90-degree weather, but if I go run and I just take a minute, like while I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and I feel just sunlight, I feel a shit ton better.
Yeah.
So like water's great, like but that's
my thing.
Yeah, element, like, and not to get all what is that? The stones and the white girl thing. Like not to get all weird about it, but I think everybody has their own body type that they need specific things, and you should really. I mean, your body needs it. It's going to tell you need it. Yeah. Start fighting for it. Start giving that extra 20 or 30 minutes to those circumstances.
Yeah, and then I highly suggest that people figure out what their thing is that helps rejuvenate them, because there's a lot of people who don't know. A lot of people who don't know like their own body. They have no idea what makes them better.
Well, and that's a lot. Like there's a lot to your I mean, there's a lot to your body that you don't really quite understand.
Yeah.
That's a lot of studying just to figure out what makes you feel better. I'm still not figured it all out myself. That's fine. I talk to you about it all the time. And truth be told, I should probably be taking better care of myself when we've discussed this.
Yeah.
But knowing your body and knowing what makes you feel whole and then actually enjoy life, those are important things. And with that come with more goals.
Oh yes, definitely.
So we've discussed early that I'm not an adrenaline junkie, but I do love journeys.
Yes.
I do love adventures, stuff that you don't do in everyday life.
Yep.
And I get shitty if I haven't done anything in a long time. We've discussed this. I get a piss poor attitude. I'm miserable all the time, and I look down at everything's in the world.
Yeah.
So going out and actually just taking a drive somewhere, or going somewhere I've never been, or doing something that not everybody does every single day is definitely something I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, get out there and explore.
Well, and it won't be long. I think I'm actually going next week to go do Grandfather Mountain. So, and we're going to do it the hard way. I've already discussed it with them. It's 5 miles in, 5 miles out, and a mile of it's up ladders.
Oh, God.
On the side of the cliff. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. But these are things. That's just one of many things that I'll do in my life.
Yeah.
And I've already put it in the books. I'm saving up next year. I'm going to Ireland. I kind of hope you go with me, but I am going to go to Ireland. So, and these are the attainable goals that you can set for yourself.
They are,
and they're all good for mental health. It's no secret that I love to talk. So having more things to talk about it's on my alley. It's where I belong.
Yeah, it's very easy to throw yourself into your job, especially when you're making a lot of money during the season. You don't want to pass that up. But with more money comes more spending habits.
Yes.
And you got to watch yourself. But all of it will take a toll on a person if all they do is work.
Right.
There is no downtime for them.
Yeah. When it sounds very, very hypocritical on our point to say that, because I feel like that's all we do.
That's all we do. Yeah.
But we do dedicate a lot of time to different things. You and I do our thing. We're doing this right now.
Yeah.
We'll have our Tuesday night drink.
Yeah.
Where we'll chill, we'll talk about things for a little bit, and that's it. And then we have our coffee habits.
Yep.
So that's good for our mental status.
It is.
That's how we stay whole. And honestly, that's how we keep each other in check.
Yeah.
If you've got good friends out there that'll just be like, you know what, I think you're pushed a little too far. Maybe you haven't slept, or maybe you just need to calm down a little bit. If you've got friends like that, keep them close, because they're few and far between.
They are. They really are. So a lot of people will tell me that I'm really bad when I go out. I'm really bad when they go and drink with me because I'm such an instigator. I'll get them to do their bad habits and whatever, and then cut out on them.
Yeah, you are the world's worst for that.
I'm take a shot.
Yeah.
Shot after shot, and then I gotta go home.
Yeah. You're all right, this was fun, bye. Yeah, you are the world's worst for that.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So I'll stick around for the party, but I'm not sticking around.
Yeah.
No. But you're good at calling people out on their. Sometimes you like to sugarcoat.
I do sugarcoat things because I don't like to be mean.
You don't like to be mean. I would rather just tell you. Listen. But it always starts out the same. Listen, got a lot of love for you, got a lot of respect for you, but you're being a dick right now.
Yeah.
So either you can acknowledge it or not. You can get mad at me or you don't. But if somebody doesn't tell you, then nobody's gonna know.
No.
So honestly, that's what makes it difficult. I'm surprised you stuck around this long.
You could be such an asshole sometimes.
I have my moments, for sure. But at least you know where I stand. You have to beat out the answer.
Yeah.
You really have to pick at you before you'll actually tell me what's going on.
I am very good with not talking and keeping secrets.
Yeah. It's taken me years, but I figured out when you're holding back. When you really want to tell me something, I have to really fight for it, which I shouldn't have to. It's a lot of effort that I have to put in all these things.
It's not worth it if you don't put in effort.
Oh, God. All my information's free. I can just hand all this stuff out. But yeah, so guys, all the way from diet, start trying to eat cleaner and fresher stuff, fresher fruits.
More water.
Yeah, the 30-30-30 rule like helps me out a lot. My breakfast usually consists of like egg whites now. There's like egg whites, fresh fruit and yogurt, and granola.
See, now, we're in the South, right?
Yeah.
So, majority of everybody's diet consists of something fried.
Yeah. Which the eggs are fried. But I
Mm-hmm.
get it. I get where you're coming from, and I come from down home cooking.
Yeah.
Like it was nothing for my mom to make biscuits and gravy and pancakes and all that and everything great in your life. That should be saved for a cheat day.
It should be.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That breakfast is great. It's amazing. You're going to feel rough though, especially if you're older.
Yeah.
Like me, like all those carbs, all that bread, all that syrup and sugar, all that there, you're going to feel kind of miserable throughout the day.
You really got to take a moment and just like assess everything that you eat throughout the day. What is consistent in your normal everyday diet?
Yeah.
Now, a lot of times, because of the area that we're in, you'll see people that have like bigger stomachs, but the rest of their body is pretty small.
Or really fit.
Oh, exactly. Like their legs or their arms are fairly fit. Now that the stomach could be a whole bunch of different reasons. You've got hormonal issues, your eating habits. The eating habits play a large factor. So there's the people who go long periods of time without eating, and then when they do get to a meal, they're eating a lot at one time.
But your body's so used to having to retain that food. So it's scared. Like your body will store and hold on to all of that, knowing that you'll never eat again for the next 12, 13 hours.
Now that wreaks havoc on your hormones because your body is storing the bad portion of what you're eating.
Yeah.
So now your body can't replenish the hormones that it needs to, or it's overcompensating for one hormone instead of the other. So that's why I say it's multiple reasons on why people have that stomach. It's not just the beer they drink or the alcohol they consume. It's also going long periods of time without eating and then overeating at one sitting.
Well, and that's something that can be corrected.
It can be, definitely.
But it does take, so just like a habit, it takes a month or two to be in that habit to where your body can readjust and be like, okay, now it's safe to like
start. It takes practice, exactly. A lot of people look at me and they're like, you stay so skinny, you've had 5 kids. And I was like, yeah, but it's my eating habits. I cannot go long periods of time without eating. I have to eat every 2 hours. So I eat the way people are supposed to eat. Small meals all day long.
Yeah. So, and that's the way I should be eating more often. And if I can replace like the smaller things with like better habits, like not candy, not chips, not anything starchy, not no carbs or whatever, just fresh fruits.
But I mean, I eat all that too.
You do eat all that.
I just don't eat a lot at once.
Yeah.
I eat small amounts, and that's why it doesn't affect me the way it affects other people.
Well, that's why I don't like the idea of employee meals and stuff like that, because everybody just annihilates employee meals.
I mean, we can bring snacks, you know?
So it's a little bit, we can too, but it's a little bit more difficult to get a hold of it when we're at work. It's nothing to work for 5 or 6 hours and not realize what the time's gone. I forget to eat all the time.
I do too.
Like that's not uncommon.
Or you get so busy that you're just not thinking about eating, and then it finally doesn't hit you until boom, you're tired.
Yeah, and then you just work.
And then you're just you're tired, you're cranky.
Well, I did the same thing with the bathroom. I'll forget to I'll forget that I gotta go pee for 2 hours. Like, all of a sudden, it looks like a football. Shit's rough, man. But so keep in mind, take care of your physical health. Start eating right if you can. Start replacing this with a little better habits. Take care of your spiritual health as well as your mental health. Do what's good for you. Some people it's religion, and like I said, I'm not dogging it. Some people it's a little bit deeper. It's more or less like charity work or giving back to the community or doing this, that, and the other. Just do what makes you whole, makes you feel better about yourself.
And I highly suggest finding that one friend or 2 friends that you can literally talk about life with. Yeah. And it just helps you get things off your mind, off your chest.
And it keeps you looking toward the future instead of dwelling on the past. We're the world's worst for bitching about things that happen on at work.
Yeah.
But we also make time to talk about what our lives are going to be like 20 years from now. We have big plans as far as like our careers. And I'm gratefully, I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yep.
And that keeps us grounded. It keeps us goal oriented and looking toward the future. And I think that's important for everybody.
It is.
But guys, thank you so much for listening in. Until next time.